Welcome back. So we are going to Portland, St. Thomas.
You can't start with the
Portland.
You don't understand. Start again.
No, I'm not starting again. We're going to Portland, but in today's video, let me get him out of the video. In today's video, what I'll be talking about is how to not get robbed when building in Jamaica. Whatever it is that you're building.
You can get a guarantee like that.
Okay, guys, I'm going to give you guidance to help you to prevent yourself. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you. From being robbed when you're building in Jamaica. So it's going to be somewhat scientific, but you won't have to sweat it because I'm going to show you tools to get this information very readily. So that said,
would I like leave?
You're on camera now since
would
you
I
like to
leave the intro kind of long? By the way, which part should I go?
Stop it.
You sure?
Anyway, guys, you remember my mother? That's my son's friend, Dwight, you know, Jordy, and you know, Brett, and you remember Jay Sean. What kind of soup you have today? Yeah, man.
What kind of soup you have around today? All three of them same way?
Red peas.
All four now.
Red peas.
Say fourth pot.
Mommy, what you want?
Eh?
No, everybody a fix here.
No, how much people big steel? Red peas big steel. 1, 2. So two red peas big steel.
I want manishwa. Honey, Mommy, want no food in a man. Anybody else want manish water? No.
So generally, I set my back on the bammy and all these things again.
Here's a piece of the sample pork. How do the lobster?
Jerk lobster, whoop it, garlic, butter, and jerk
So we made it to Boston.
Irish special linseed? Yeah. You know the it's not the milk like from the almond milk. No. Bread, pork here, pepper. I feel like somebody missing. A pepper and sauce.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're at the marina in Portland. Doing my liquor video.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. Nice. You can put me inside.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, man.
What you want to talk about when I put you inside of it?
Yeah.
What you going to talk about?
I'm talking about this beautiful place. And first of all, my name is Mark.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
yes,
Mark.
I'm living in Long Bay. Portland, same Portland here, but I work down here.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I wash cars and so on.
So you're hustling?
Yes, and selling a jelly and so on. And this pier is so nice.
It is.
And when you look on the marina over there, poolside bar, and over Navy Island over there, very beautiful.
Agreed.
What do I see, CVM?
No, I'm not a. I'm
private.
Yes, I'm not celebrity.
I can imagine when you go home. And today is my Earth Strong, you know.
Oh, happy birthday!
61 years old today.
You're what? 6'1".
years old today.
You know, look it at all.
And
Say to me.
And 4 grandsons.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
the wife died. Breast cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But no, I'm not a widow.
Oh, you're with some.
I'm having sex, but I don't live with any woman.
Okay. All right, boss. All right.
Oh, you mean, Mark, I exercise in the legs.
That's right.
61 years old, a long time there.
Yeah, man, you don't look it at all.
You know, I do farming too. I eat a lot of vegetables, fruits, and cashews and peanuts and corn. I mean, corn porridge and peanut porridge and so on.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
so I go
Mark.
healthy.
Yes, I can tell.
I mean, at 61.
I can tell.
I'm
You
so
look
active.
Yes.
Young guy can't sell my shoes.
That's right.
I'm going to go on one and I'll do all 4.
smart, me God. A PG,
Before the
PG now.
Yeah, before the like this. I don't know. Wait,
Mr. Man.
His name is Mark. I want to now talk to you, as I said earlier, about it's a hack. I would say it's a hack that you can use to prevent yourself from getting overcharged or in some cases robbed if you're looking to build, whether it's a house or commercial property here in Jamaica. And it's not an exact science. It should be used as a guide because quantity surveyors are who should give you professional estimates. But I find this to be very useful. In my own experience, it's very easy to do, it's beginner friendly, and that's why I wanted to share it. Now, just to give you some perspective, I have built and remodeled several homes. As an example, the first home that I built was where I grew up. Basically, I knocked down the old board house that we grew up in and rebuilt. I did art in school and I always showed interest in architecture. So I learned on the side a thing or two. And I took a scrapbook and I laid out the plans as to what I wanted the 2 floors of this house to look like. Now, I grew up in an extended family with my grandparents. Unfortunately, my grandmother died by the time I was ready to build this house. And in that household was my aunt, my cousins, my mother. There was my brother, there was myself. When you add it up, it was about 8 of us. And because we had grown up in poverty, outside plumbing, we didn't have any inside bathrooms or anything like that. We didn't have any running water in the house. We had an outside kitchen and all of that. I wanted to make sure that my family was very comfortable and each person had their own bedroom. So we had 8 people or 8 family members, including myself, because I was going to live there. So we needed 9 rooms because we needed a guest room. And that's what I embarked on building by drawing a plan in a sketch pad, literally. But the bottom line is I drew that plan, I did the estimate myself, I bought all the material myself, I paid all the workers myself, and I was there swinging bucket and helping to carry cement when I had the ability to do so. And this is while working as a vice president in a Fortune 500 US company and traveling all over the place. But when I had time, I wanted to be there because it was a passion and a love project for my family. So all that said, I'm not coming from a place of, oh, Odetta is just showing you something that, she's thinking about. No, I'm thinking that if I had what I'm about to show you, I would have a much better idea of what the expenses would be in any building project. And since then, I've built other homes. I've renovated, like this home that we're sitting in. Where I'm sitting when we bought it didn't exist. Let me just show you a little bit of the renovation. So you're looking at, let me flip this camera. You're looking at this gazebo, which is where I'm recording. And the structure was there, but nothing, it wasn't complete. None of what I'm showing you here, just the space for it. This pool, when we bought this house, was actually a hole in the ground, literally. No tiling, nothing was here, just a raw hole in the ground. So we had to have it, of course, sealed, and then the dolphins and all of that I put in. The pool house down there as well. The structure of the house was up. None of the gardening stuff that you're seeing was here. It was very basic. This bar area, let me show you that I'm actually under. This bar area did not exist. And right now I'm in the process of doing massive construction. That's one of 3 large major projects that I'm embarking on over the next few years. Why am I telling you all of this? Because what I want to do is to use AI to show you how to estimate the cost of your building or your home, whatever it is that you want to construct here in Jamaica specifically. So my screen is being recorded and I have some notes here to make sure I don't miss anything as I'm communicating with you. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create an estimate. Let me see here what's on my list. Yeah. So I have two estimates that we're going to create. We're going to create one assuming that you only know the dimensions of the house or the property you want to build. As an example, you know that you want a 4-bedroom house with this square footage and this many bathrooms as an example. And sometimes you don't even know what the square footage is, right? So we're going to go from that perspective where you just have raw, basic information as somebody who is aspiring to build. And I'm also going to show you from the point of view of if you already have your plan. So let's say you got an architect to create a plan for you and you have access to that, how you can use that to get an even more accurate estimate. So the tool that we're going to use is ChatGPT. Assume the role of a quantity surveyor. And listen, ChatGPT already knows I'm not a good speller, so ignore the misspellings, it will fix it. So a quantity surveyor, looks like that's spelled wrong already. Yep, surveyor. And give me the estimated cost in Jamaica to build. And this is where you're going to describe what you want. Remember, we're not going with a plan yet. So you're going to say to build, let's say we want a 3-bedroom. So you're going to say a 3-bedroom, 3 bathrooms, and a powder room or a half bathroom. It should consider an open plan. You're basically describing, what it is that you want your property to look like. And don't worry, we're going to actually create a picture of this by the time we're done, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But it should consider an open floor plan with a living area and a dining area. Also include a 2-port garage and a small room for storage. The house will be about 3,000 square feet. Now, if you don't have the square feet or square foot measurement, don't worry about it. Just kind of describe the size of your room. You can say things like the bedrooms should be big enough to hold a king-size bed and 2 side tables and a TV. Or if you want it bigger, you can say make the bedrooms like a suite or something like that. So you can be more granular in your description. And it should have basic landscaping on the 1/4 acre land it is being built on. And if you don't know the acreage, you can just describe it that your house should fit on the land 3 times as an example, or 2 times, just to gauge the amount of space that you're looking at. Then you're going to say the estimate should include construction cost and labor to bring the house to completion. And we're going to go ahead and hit go. Now, can you use the free version of ChatGPT to do this? Yes, you can. Now, the total construction breakdown, it's giving you the different finishes. If you go with basic finish, which is the cheap approach, it should cost you about $40 million. Mid-range, about, which is, I'd say, semi-luxury or on the way to luxury, the cost is about 45 million Jamaican, and it gives you the US equivalent here as I'm showing you. High end, and it can go up to upper premium, which I guess that's where you have the talking toilets and everything, lights on, camera on, which by the way, I turned our house into that without it being built that way. So if you want me to do a video to show you how to completely transform your regular home into a voice command or a AI driven home, or have the cameras that detect motion and all that stuff, let me know and I'll create a video for you. Then it estimates the landscaping cost, the driveway, the foundation and the site work, the permits that you're going to need, what the cost for that is, to include the QS, which is going to give you the real numbers, right? And any contingencies for unseen changes like shifting prices and so on. Then it's going to give you the total project price, and then it's going to give you contextual notes. If you wanted something that's a lot more granular than what I'm giving you here, like something that includes, this is going to be the cost for the window, this is going to be the cost for this, that, you can use this same prompt. You're going to paste it down here. Let me paste it here. And this time you can say, just add to it breakout cost for every item to include material and labor. And this is where now you're going to click on the tools here and you're going to select run deep research, and you're going to need a paid subscription. It's about $20 on ChatGPT to be able to use this. Now, the first thing it's going to do, it's going to prompt you and ask you some critical questions to guide the response that you're going to get. And what I like to do is just copy the questions and paste them here, and then I'll respond individually. So what finish quality do you prefer? I'm going to say mid-range. Next question is, what type of roofing is planned? Concrete, slab, or metal sheeting? I'm going to say a mix of both. Then I'm going to say, is the land ready, leveled? Then the next question I should say, is the land ready? Is the land already leveled and serviced, utilities connected, or will you need to include that? I'm going to say need to include. The next question is, do you want estimates in Jamaican, US, or both? I'm going to say both. The next question is, do you have any preference for block and steel versus other construction style? You know, it's Jamaica. We have hurricanes. So I'm going to say block and steel. And I'm going to hit go. Now, this is going to take a few minutes. So you might want to walk away, grab a drink, and come back. And I'll come back to this. But I want to show you next the other approach in the interim. And we'll come back to this approach later on. And this approach is if you have your plan. So I'm going to use a plan for construction that we're working on right now as one of our investments. And on ChatGPT, you're going to write a prompt, something simple, that says, use these details from my architectural design and plan to provide detailed estimates of the construction costs in Jamaica to include labor and material. And I'm going to say, act like a quantity surveyor in doing this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the project description from the plan, and I'm going to paste it here in ChatGPT. And I'm also going to copy some additional details, which is right here. It's called design data. And the topics should be pretty similar on your plan. I'm going to copy this here and just paste it over what I had there. So let's paste it like that. I also sometimes include general notes as a guide. So I'll copy these notes as well, just to guide what I'm doing. And I'll go over and paste it in ChatGPT. And if you want grave details, like line by line what the cost is going to be, then you're going to need to use deep research like I'm showing you in the other example. But for right now, in the interest of time, I'm just going to hit go and give it some time to think about what I'm asking and give me an estimate of what it should cost for us to build this particular property in Jamaica. Now listen, our deep research is ready. And remember, this was for our 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 3,000 square feet house in Jamaica at the mid-range level. So it's giving you everything that you need. So it says site preparation and utilities, clearing and leveling the quarter-acre site, basic earthwork, connecting to utilities, water, blah, 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 the material cost and the labor cost. It's going to give you line by line. Then the foundation, it's telling you what's going to be used in the foundation, and it's telling you what it should cost. Then there is the superstructure. So this is the wall and the frame, you know, the column, the beam, the block and the steel, the material that you're going to throw inside to fill up the block holes and so on. It's including all of this here in this particular bucket. Then there's the roofing. Remember, we had told it what kind of roofing we wanted. So it's creating estimates based on that. Then it's showing as well doors and windows, the estimated cost there. And keep in mind, this is going out and searching different websites for retail outlets in Jamaica. So if you're importing things, you're going to find that it may cost you less or the cost may be different. This is specific to what's available in Jamaica. Then it's estimating the electrical system here, and it's telling you what's included. Things like outlets, switches, and all of that. Plumbing, bathroom fixtures, installation, kitchen cabinetry, interior work, which is the flooring, the walls, the ceiling finishes, landscaping and external work, and some contingencies. And it's going to come up with an overall cost of $36 million for material and labor. Remember, this is just an estimate. Big disclaimer, always use a QS to get more accurate numbers. But what we're going to do next is we want to see what this house could look like. So we're going to go to tools and we're going to click on create image, and we're going to say, show me what this house would look like. And I'm going to hit go. And it's going to take a second or two to generate it. You're going to need the paid version of ChatGPT. You can actually subscribe at the $20 level to get access to generate images with ChatGPT. So let's see what it comes up with. Oh, this is pretty cool. So this, it's saying, is what this house should look like. And this is one of the options. You get two options. Let's look at the second option. That's the second option. I think this is a pretty nice house. Tell me in the comments if you agree. You can also say, give me the layout for inside the house. Now take a look at this layout. It won't replace what an architect will give you, because that's not what this is. You can tell the AI to change things around depending on what you want. Next, if you want to see a mock-up, you can say, give me a mock-up of the living room. And you can ask for the kitchen or any other room, as I'm showing you here, because I asked for these and I'm just popping up them here on screen so you can actually see what it looks like. Now, in summary, you need to use a qualified quantity surveyor for your estimates. You need to use a licensed architect to draw your plan. You can't do what I did almost 25 years ago, because I built that first house at age 25 and next year I'll be 50. You cannot do that and expect it's going to get passed by parish council, because I had to go back after I was done and redo all the steps. And you're going to need all the parish council approvals before you can construct. But here's the thing. Before you start, just ask the AI to project the cost for what you're about to do. And you can do it through the stages to make sure that you're prepared for the expense. That's it. I hope you found value in this. If you did, let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Walk good.